we about to get to it. So Coach Prime leaves Jackson State. Do we cancel him or not? Let's get to the word. Matthew 5:9, 5:10. Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteous sake, for there is the kingdom of heaven. Now, I don't think we should cancel him. I think he showed us a blueprint. And like he said, God sent him there. And what if God told him to leave? To many people, that doesn't make sense. But to God, it makes sense. Because, see, there's some deeper unpacking that we have to do as a culture and as a community. But let's look at what he done so far. And this is from Charlemagne. I've seen that Donkey of the Day. That's probably my favorite one. Watch it every sometimes. But so he got Jackson State University, new practice fields, new locker rooms, Under Armour sponsoring their uniforms, and other things that he's done. He's even donated half his salary towards going efforts. So let me ask you this. If it really was about the bag, why would he donate half his money? Right? So now his salary was about $1.2 million for 4 years. So he has to give $300,000 of that back because he's leaving, because that's still the same director. Now, this contract that he's getting at Colorado was $29.5 million for about 5 years. And why do I say we should be appreciating what he did? Because he gave us a blueprint of how things should go. But let's get to it. 1 Peter 3:14, New King James Version. But even if you should suffer for righteous sake, you are blessed, and do not be afraid of the threats, nor be troubled. Now, I saw a video that went viral, and it was showing that Jackson State had played a song, One Monkey Don't Stop No Show. That's the appreciation that y'all gonna give him? We shouldn't do that. See, because here's the thing. What he showed us was a lot of our people need to take the money that they made and the resources that they made, like Dion did, and bring it back to the universities. The alumni should be donating. Look at the things that he's done to change. 2 years, didn't lose. So, a few more scriptures. Isaiah 55:8 and 9. So people are like, well, why would God tell him to leave? For my thoughts are not your thoughts, and nor are your ways my ways, says the Lord. Verse 9, as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, my thoughts than your thoughts. Acts 5:38, and then I'll dive into it. New King James Version. Now I say to you, keep away from these men and let them alone. For if this plan or this work is of men, it will not come to nothing. Verse 39, but if it is of God, you cannot overthrow it, lest you even be found to fight against God. What did Deion Sanders do? He came there on a mission. And see, here's the thing. He did 2 years. Now it's time for somebody else to come in and do what needs to be done. And think about it. Imagine if we all do our part. How much better we can make HBCUs. Now, this is not all of the universities, but we know there are some universities that will not give our children that look like this a chance because of certain things on their record. Now, we know sometimes certain things are put on there because it wasn't even their fault. So they don't get a chance at college. There was one gentleman I seen that he got something finally, he won a case, and he said, I just want an opportunity. Somebody can give him a job. Opportunity to work, right? To go to college, to play ball, maybe get to the pros. So now Deion leaves and he goes to Colorado. It's a God thing. Because, see, we canceling him and we shouldn't. We should be celebrating him. Because guess what? He can make more money now, and he can actually send some money back if he so decides to. Here's $100,000. Because, see, a lot of universities wasn't going to give him a job, right? We see that. We see that with the NFL, right? Even the owner of the Dallas Cowboys. That's a whole nother segment I'm going to get to. But he has not hired one black person yet. And I'm not saying he's racist, but he has not given one black individual a head coaching job. And how many times do we say that we should get head coaching jobs? Deion came down to Jackson State, took pretty much a pay cut, changed the culture. People were coming there, Snoop Dogg, Rick Ross, countless others. People was talking about it. And he saw that there was so much things that need to be fixed. And that's where we at. And now he's at Colorado, still giving people a chance. Now, yes, some of the recruits are going to leave, but that's the next man up. Some people else need to step up. But look at the culture and what he changed. And imagine if we all started giving back to HBCUs and making them like that and giving people an opportunity. And now he has Colorado. Because, see, again, some of these universities wasn't going to give him a chance unless he proved himself. And what did he do? He proved himself. And the other thing is we got this cancel culture. We don't even really know who to cancel. But as soon as it looked like it, oh, man, he just left. He about the bag. No. He about business, and it's about God's business. And see, here's the thing. Not everybody is going to see what he sees or what God told him. And we have to understand that. Him leaving and going there showed that we need to deal with the cancel culture of the black community, right? Which we call Black America. Also, what do we need to do? Because I was telling somebody, look at Flint, Michigan, right? I said, we know that the government, they're not going to take care of this water issue. And what was it not an issue down in Jackson, Mississippi, right? And I said, we need to take care of the water issue. There are certain things we know that was not going to be done. Now, had that have been a predominantly white area, we would have seen different results. So what am I saying? We shouldn't be canceling him. We should be celebrating him. And whoever put that song on, everybody said that should apologize. But you know what the word says? It says, I will prepare us a table in front of the presence of your enemies. And enemies mean anybody causing hatred in your life. Let me take it a step further. That means that anybody laughing at you will see God bless you because he is doing that. So now, Jackson State, you're on the clock. Who else is next? I don't mind coming down there and coaching. Because see, who's going to take on the reins and go ahead and do this and still continue with the program? Because they said he wasn't swag. Oh, he's swag. He just showed y'all how it should be done. Because there is more. When he went down there, facilities wasn't like they should be. And so we see that. What if everybody was given their little bit? So many people have something to say about Deion leaving. Where are y'all efforts? What have y'all sent? We see that there's so many colleges, right, where our kids need help and they not being able to get the opportunity. I just seen, and I'm not sure what the name was, but there was this white gentleman talking to a sister and asking him, what are y'all efforts doing to bring in kids to HBCUs? Why do you have a problem, sir? See, I understand it because it's messing with this. The bottom line, that bottom number. So imagine if he took some players that's other players for them to come in, the recruit and come in and do something. And we see that because we know the better the facilities, the better it can be. And that's what it's, think about it. When I was recruited and you come in and you see somebody don't have nothing. Now, when I went to Slippery Rock University, they didn't have the locker room that they have now, but we got donations from other people and alumni. And guess what? The locker room was built. And it was nice. Didn't have the weight room, the state of the art. But that's what we did, and it built the culture. And I was there for 3 years and got 3 conference championship rings. I got them in 99 to 2001. And then I got one in 2013. Oh, yeah. I left and I came back. But see, here's what I want to say is we got to stop and we need to understand who are we canceling and why. Look at what he did. Who's next? And like I said, he's still gonna pay back $300,000 because of his contract. If he donated half of it, it was about making it better. And guess what? He's not taking those facilities with him to Colorado. He's not. So who's next in line? And so I ask you, do we really want effective change, or do we just want to just talk? Because see, if you're going to talk, make sure you put your money behind it, or make sure you put your efforts behind it. You might not be able to give money, but are you putting efforts into doing something? We got to do better. Love y'all. God bless.